the goal we chose to focus on was poverty, and we based our video on my poster, the one with the fish and all the hands coming in. So we decided to use stop motion instead of taking regular video. Wait, so this was the initial test of our, and this is what we
Hungry. Okay, and then what? I'll just pitch in here. What we discussed a bit, because they have the forks there, it kind of takes away from the whole point of stop motion, which is to do something that you can't do in regular video. Because this thing they could basically shoot in regular video, and then it would just be and just put the frame rate slower, and you would still see that jerky action. So how are you? So what are you going to do next time?
we're just gonna film without the hands or anything, just the fish, and then pick out a little bit at a time so it seems like the fish is disappearing. And then our hands will shoot with normal video, and we'll put an overlay of the things.
Does that make sense? So they'll have the fish disappearing, and they'll have another video of just hands going fast, 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 and then they're going to overlay it. So the two different things. One is the fish disappearing slowly, 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 and the other one is hands grabbing it. Rather than, so then there's, rather than just that. Looking at that and looking at what you just heard from how they're going to reshoot it now, any suggestions or advice or anything that you would change? Yeah?
Some lighting.
I agree. If you look at that, let's look at that video one more time. It's pretty good. I mean, you do a pretty good job at it, but since you're doing stop motion, it's very important to. Lighting seems okay. And then there's a second there. And why was that? Do you remember?
I don't.
Any ideas what it might be?
We paused it a couple times.
Move around and shoot it.
It might be just. It could be just literally a shadow. You move around and the lighting's affected, and there's some sort of shadow. Yeah. So it's very important. Everybody stays in their own positions. You have the lighting lit up right. What I might actually bring sometimes, what helps, is just having one of those stand-up lamps that you put above the camera so the light is direct on it. Because then it doesn't matter what light you have here. If you can just bring one of those, you know what I'm talking about, one of those stand-up lamps, that works very well. Also, you did quite a good job, but very important is to keep the camera. Let's look at it one more time. Sorry. And again, then reshoot it. It's moving a little bit. You know, it's jerky. I mean, you did a pretty good job. Is that the camera moving?
Yeah.
Or is that the plate moving? The plate's staying still, so your camera. How did you guys set it up? You held it yourself? That's hard. You see?
You did like a standard tripod or something.
Some sort of tripod, or set it up so that the camera rests and all you have to do is press a button. And that's even sillier because these guys have a system you don't even have to press a button, do you, Spasi? The way the system you have it takes pictures by itself. Yeah, so have a wait, just have it still because you can see it just by holding it, even though you think you're being very still. And also that would enable you to take smaller pieces off because you don't want to sit there for like half an hour holding it. But if you have a place where you're standing it, you can then take small pieces off and really take your time. Cool. Any other feedback? What's your last? What audio? Yes, sir.
I was like, we should have like a different angle so it's not like crowded. It should be like a little bit more wide.
Danny suggests maybe having a bit of a wider angle. So it's not. So it's, and I agree because it's at the corner of right now, isn't it? Sort of in the corner.
Down there, like some things like it.
Yeah. So it's make sure it's cropped nicely. Another thing I suggested, and I don't know if you guys agree, have this sort of fish. Because for somebody like this that's not Cambodian and doesn't really eat catfish like that, that looks like a snake. Like I wouldn't eat, like it doesn't look like a, this is like a classic fish. Let's have one of those classic, like just cliche fishes. And also that'll enable you to have the bones look like this. That one you can really tell. Cool. And then music? Because you still need the other person's footage, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you still get it. When are you going to shoot that?
Lunch.
Okay. And then you do that at Cafe North, or how are you going to do it?
Yeah. Oh, we can't film it up because we need the fish.
Need the fish for that?
Yeah, so we need to go bring the fish.
Because it's help them out. So they're gonna have this footage, then the other footage is gonna be what? So you're gonna have this footage, the fish disappearing, people grabbing. Is that your PSA?
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
Well, one part
I
is.
thought you had rich people in the restaurant for
Yeah.
that.
That's in the beginning.
So in the beginning you have.
So basically, it's just one stop motion video, and then
Okay.
two different with the hands.
Okay.
Two different things.
So one you have the fish disappearing, and in the other one you're gonna have what?
Something similar to that.
You're also gonna have a fish,
Yeah.
but it's gonna look the same.
What do you do?
I'm just confused. Like, so like.
What's actually happening? What's actually happening?
Like, in the beginning, we're gonna have like rich people,
Okay.
but then they're gonna only take away half of the fish, like in the poster.
Okay.
But then the rest, then we're gonna finish off the fish with the fish disappearing.
So first you're gonna have footage of people eating.
Yeah.
So slowly, and then you're gonna have footage of the fish disappearing really fast.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
hands.
It's like, are you gonna film like someone like Rick I said like coming and showing like expensive watch or
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
things and then like
I think you have to think a bit more about that though. I haven't looked at your final storyboard. I'm just thinking how it might make sense not to do all in stop motion. Maybe the first scene should be somebody eating, you know, and then it suddenly changes, and then it's like, but this, you know, like so you have just one hand and it's eating slowly, and you have like piano music, whatever, and suddenly it's like crazy, all these hands going, and then you're saying, you know, 1 point, so like, you know, something like that. It might work better. Also, I'm thinking you might as well, I don't know what you guys think, set up the fish, because it doesn't make sense. A rich person would not eat a fish that looks like that on a plate. So I'm thinking it might make sense to have, I don't know, I'm just throwing this out there, you can ignore it, but I'm just thinking you might want to have the plate set up as if it was like a real meal. You know, and then you have it sort of disappearing slowly. I'm just thinking, I don't know what you guys think. Or, another thing I'm throwing out there, maybe you don't even need the rich people. Maybe your PSA is good enough, I don't know what you guys think, to just have, as long as that stop motion thing is done really well, to just have that, and at the end say 1.4 billion people live on less than $1, there's going to be severe food shortages if we don't watch out, or something like that. Maybe that's good enough. Maybe don't forget the rich people part. What do you guys think? Do you think it would aid to it?
yeah.
You think it would help? Okay, some people think it would help. So it's up to you. What I would do is get this one right, and then you can worry about the other part. Okay, cool.